Hello everyone and welcome back to Magic Studios. I apologize for the poor lighting. I'm currently setting up Batman Under the Red Hood Part 3, so that's going to start beginning production hopefully tonight. And honestly, this will probably be I don't know about quick, but there's fewer scenes and fewer pieces here, but some of the scenes are a lot longer. But yeah, today I'm going to be showing you every single one of my customs that I've made. I put up a poll a while ago asking if you guys want me to move the custom videos to Magic Studios 2 since it's not exactly directly stop motion related. And I might do that eventually, but for now it's staying on the main channel because most people voted for it to stay here, even though it was pretty close. So if you haven't voted on that poll, go vote. It's a few posts back in the community tab. But yeah, so I'm actually going to be showing you 4 main customs in this video. I've had more than 4 customs. It's just some of them have been turned into other customs. I mean, I don't think this guy counts as a custom though. This Bane, it's literally just a swap with the head, and I took some parts off the Gung Ho, so that doesn't really count as a custom in my opinion. But we'll get into it with the first, technically not the first, but first one I think I actually made a video on the channel, and that is this Robin. Which this is probably the most in-depth custom because I did everything. I repainted everything. I even had to repaint some of the black. So I painted the red, I made the belt, painted the head up. This head was an unmasked Archangel head, and it worked perfectly for this Robin. I do still need to find some other hands for him. For now, it's not that big of a deal, but eventually I need to get some other hands for him. But yeah, honestly, his face still needs some touching up with some other colors because I did multiple coats of different colors to try and see what I wanted. But yeah, so he's got the R painted on here. He's got a cloth cape, which has got, I don't know if that's dog hair or what. Cloth, this is probably one of my worst capes, so like it's not very good quality. It pops off. I don't think it's gonna pop off anymore here because I used super glue initially, but then I hot glued it on. But yeah, the bendy wire cape does not work very well because I used too thin of a piece of cloth, or not too thin, but like not big enough. So it doesn't really work. But I'm able to get in certain poses. It's also a little bit messy. Of course, this is like my first time ever trying this. And I'm still really new to customs. But yeah, of course, a few drawbacks with this guy. He's Marvel Legends scale bigger than other things such as like Mafex, which I do have a Mafex. Batman's over here and off to the side, but he's like on the ground and not standing up because I have him set up for a scene. But he's a little oversized, and also it's on the pizza spotty body, which is just not the best. There's a lot of like dust and stuff on him, and I'm not sure why. I don't think it's really picking up on camera, but yeah, his legs are also a little warped. I don't actually know how this happened because I don't really remember them ever being warped when I had it initially, but yeah, overall though, I think he looks good. And for my first like real attempt at a pretty in-depth custom, I think I did a pretty good job. But yeah, he's definitely probably one of the sloppier customs in my opinion. Next up I guess I'll go to Red Hood next. He was not originally Red Hood. Let me get a better shot here. A little lower. There we go. He was not originally Red Hood. This body has been used for 2 other customs. Initially, it was a James Bond custom, which I bought a black shirt for, which we'll get to that in a minute. And I liked how it turned out, or the James Bond custom. I still have the parts for it, but I need a Red Hood. So he's Red Hood for now. He can go back and forth between James Bond and Red Hood because all you gotta do is take off the coat, swap the heads, put on the black shirt, and you have yourself a James Bond in like combat gear sort of thing. I don't know, kind of from the end of No Time to Die. That was the idea with that one. The buckle is still missing off this guy. He had like a silver one, like there's one here, it popped off. I don't know where it went. I should probably fix that at some point, but I don't know if it's probably been like that throughout the Red Hood series, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. But yeah, hand painted the entire logo. I of course, if you go on my Instagram, I have highlights saved of my process of making him, in the customs highlight, I think. But I've gone through multiple different versions. I also think I made community posts about it. I did one that was like a spray painted and sloppier version, and I had people vote on it. I think it was actually really close between the spray paint version and the clean version, but I ended up going with the clean version because I liked it better. The head, oh wow, this is the G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes body that was with the movie, whatever, you know what I mean. So that's what the Snake Eyes movie body, yeah. It's also the same head that I sanded down, and it made it, I sanded off like the visor. You can still see parts of it here because he does, I wanted to keep some detailing there, but I sanded it and made it flat so I could paint on the eyes, and I did some extra detailing with like ink pen and then sealed it all. Yeah, the head, I'll be honest, not the best head, but honestly, I actually don't mind it. It's actually, I think it turned out decent. Of course, he has this like pretty crappy holster, honestly. This was also a Daredevil custom, the black suit, which could also be turned into it, or it used to be able to. I think I've lost the black headband. I don't really know where that went. I was looking for it the other day and I couldn't find it, so that's a little unfortunate. But again, he used the black shirt, so you just swap that around and you put the head. The head I used was actually the unmasked head, but it was just the lower half, so it actually worked. But I have no clue where that head even went. I attempted an unmasked Red Hood head with that, but the sculpt just was not right. I have absolutely no clue where that head went. I put it in a bag somewhere. I feel like it would be in this bag I have right here, but oh, you know what? Is it in here? Yes. I forgot. I have like a customs bag now. This was what I started painting, and honestly, it turned out really good, to be honest, but just the sculpt just looks off, in my opinion. It doesn't quite look like how Red Hood should look. I didn't finish painting the other eye either. Like, you know, the paint looks good, I think, on it. I also did I started a blue dry brush for the hair. So, you know, it could be used. So let me know what you guys think, if you think this actually looks good enough for a Red Hood head. But and personally, I don't think it works. I'm going to be, for the unmasked version of Red Hood, I'll probably be using the battle damaged Peter Parker head that came with the 2-pack with the symbiote suit and Kraven. I think that actually looks pretty good. Next up, what's the next custom? Oh, right, here he is. This is my most recent, technically not my most recent, but most recent custom I made a video on. My custom Superman, which, you know, people have mixed opinions about, including me. But this is not supposed to be like your classic Superman. This is your you know, futuristic, regal. I don't know. I want to do a different design. And I've been wanting a 6-inch Superman, so I finally have one now, and I actually do like him a lot. I use the Icarus body from Marvel Legends and the head, which I don't think I showed this in my. Yeah, I didn't show this in the video, but dry brushed black onto the hair, painted the little swoop, and honestly, I think it looks pretty good. Did some repainting of the suit. There's some red bits thrown in there. I did like a red dry brush on the legs and the arms. I didn't want to go full red. So, you know, he's got red hints there. It didn't come out as good on the arms. I think I was a little sloppy with it. But on the feet, I think it actually came out looking kind of interesting because the body's really shiny. And, yeah, it looks pretty cool. This is a piece of plastic that's just glued on. I need a deeper black, though. But the red came out looking good. It's like the Kingdom Come logo. But yeah, this cape is not bendy wire. Eventually, I kind of want to make it bendy wire, but at the moment, it's just, you know, free floating. And this cape is, ignore the random spots here. I don't really know how to fix those, to be honest. Kind of come off, but there's hot glue spots. This is hot glued to multiple spots, so obviously it's hot glued to the logo underneath, and to the body. Then it's also hot glued to the sides, folded over. And there's certain bits in here that it's hot glued together to give some nice looking folds, which I think works pretty well. But yeah, I really do like this custom, and I have some plans for it. I don't know if I want to spoil this idea. I guess I'll spoil it to get you guys excited, but I kind of have a Avengers versus Superman stop motion kind of planned in the future. I'm going to do some sort of crossover video, and I think that I might attempt that maybe after I do Avengers, unless I'm really feeling it. Because I kind of want to establish the Avengers first, but I don't know if I want to make it like canon to the Marvel Universe or DC Universe. But yeah, this guy's not replacing the DC Multiverse Superman. He's, you know, like a future Superman, which that'll be kind of the storyline for Avengers versus Superman, which I'm thinking may or may not be separate from the Marvel Universe. I don't know, I haven't decided. But I feel like it's too early for a crossover in that specific universe. But yeah, there's Superman. I also started working on the other head. Where did I put that bag? Is it in here? Yeah. I started working on his laser eye head, which looks pretty cool in my opinion. I don't know how I feel about the white dots yet. I think they work for now. But yeah, I did some shading with the red and did some gradient there. There's some orange and yellow in there. Yeah, that it looks pretty good. And of course, it's got a fist. I have to find the other fist. But yeah, honestly, this Icarus figure is extremely good. Honestly, yeah, I actually love this figure. Considering buying another one just to have an Icarus, just because the figure is really nice, and even though the movie wasn't great. Final custom I just did, right? Actually, oh shoot, I forgot I'm showing both of these guys. I completely forgot. But it's sort of a it's more of a modification. And that's this G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes. I basically just painted the visor silver. I did some other painted bits. I did some like weathering, throughout the helmet there. And then I also painted these bits silver, which used to be black. And then there's some silver kind of dry brushing throughout him. That's pretty much everything I modified. He was also wearing the black shirt that I've mentioned previously, but I decided to take it off because, I don't know. Well, I wanted to move it to someone, and also I felt like it didn't quite fit him right. But yeah, the annoying thing with this guy is his torso is extremely loose, and I gotta fix that or something. But yeah, that's the Snake Eyes. And then the final custom I kind of want to show here is this guy. It's not really a custom, I'll be honest. I just threw a shirt on him. But Outback, this is the Tiger Force version, which I still actually love the shirt underneath. But I figured giving him a black shirt would tone him down a bit, and I absolutely love how he turned out. He just looks like a military dude. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. This shirt would also look really good on Duke, I think. But yeah, where I rolled his sleeves up as well. And this shirt just has so many uses. It was a pain, though, to get on because, well, I did this in an interesting way. So I was like, I don't know if I can take this entire harness off because this is too tight around the waist. But what I ended up doing is pulling the arms through. So this was hanging down, and I just kept it attached to his waist and slid the shirt over. And then that worked out. But then I had to take some tweezers and pull the shirt through underneath the belt because it was on this belt's a floating piece. There's like a second belt underneath that's sculpted into his pants, and he has an orange shirt underneath. So this like floats a little bit high, and you can see the orange shirt. So I had to pull this shirt through with tweezers, which was actually extremely difficult. And I'm not quite happy with how it kind of sticks out like that, but honestly, it doesn't bother me that much, and I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, that's all the customs that I've made. My favorite one, honestly, I don't know if I can call that a custom. It's, again, like a modification. I like the Superman a lot. Where did I put Robin? Oh, it's here. Robin, first custom. No, we don't want him blocking Superman. Honestly, I'm probably saying Red Hood for now. I still really like how it turned out. Eventually, I'm going to get a better head. I might buy like a sculpt from eBay or something and paint it up, or if I get like a pre-paint, that would probably be really expensive actually, so I'd probably just buy the pre-sculpted head. But Red Hood versus Snake Eyes video would actually be so sick. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. It's a bit of a long one. I kind of talked for a bit. I'm going to be hopefully starting on Batman Under the Red Hood Part 3 tonight. Give you a quick view of the setup here. I've already planned out the entire opening scene in my head. Sorry if I just made a bunch of noise with the camera there. But full disclosure, I've been kind of just freestyling the entire series. Because I wrote an initial script, and I've sort of kept true to that, but I've changed it up a lot. Part 1 was relatively close to the script. Part 2, though, I've completely went off script. Bane was not in the original script at all, and I've just added him in, and I'm really excited for the opening scene with him, because it picks up right after Part 2 leaves off, and the opening scene with him is going to be, I think it'll be sort of short, but it's going to end up being a really cool scene, and I'm really excited about it. So I'll probably get started on that pretty soon here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this extremely long video. Also, oh yeah, another announcement. Stop motion competition ending in like a week. Yeah, a week from today. Today's Friday. I'm uploading this video March 8th. Ends March 15th. I might consider, if anybody needs more time, I'll extend the deadline to like maybe Sunday, March 17th, but that's the latest it'll go. I also made a post about adjusting the requirements for it. I lowered the minimum length to 20 seconds instead of 30. Because some people were struggling to meet the 30, and I figure, you know, the time limits aren't super strict, and also if you go over 90 seconds, don't care, to be honest, as long as it's not like an hour long stop motion, because I'm not watching all that. Just kidding. But thank you for watching this video. Make sure to enter in the competition if you haven't. You got about a week now. But yeah, goodbye.